Separating the components of a mixture. Most of the natural substances are not chemically pure. Different methods of separation are used to get individual components from the mixture. Now we are surrounded by so many substances around us. It is not a guarantee that all the substances that are surrounding us are pure substances. They might be mixtures also. A mixture is made up of two or more pure substance, right? Or they are made up of different type of a particle or different type of an atom. So we need to separate these substances. We need this individual substances. We need to isolate the pure substances. So for that, what do we need? We need to identify certain techniques so that we can obtain the pure substances from its mixture. And selection of method depends upon the nature of the components present in the mixture. In order to separate components of a mixture, single or a combination of methods are used. To separate a particular pure substance from its mixture, either we can use just one technique or a combination of technique has to be employed. And these techniques depend upon what is a substance that has to be separated. Now let's try to understand these various techniques one by one. First one is evaporation. Separation of volatile components from non-volatile components. This evaporation technique is used to separate volatile components. Now, what do I mean by these volatile components which can evaporate easily? So, we are trying to separate the volatile component from non-volatile component. That means that cannot evaporate easily. Now, look at this particular experiment. For this particular experiment, we need a beaker which is filled with water and a watch glass. Watch glass is an apparatus onto which a substance is kept. So here we are placing ink, and this whole setup is placed on a stand, and there is a burner which supplies a heat. Here we cannot directly heat the ink because the ink might get decomposed and we might not get the desired result. That's why we are not heating the ink directly over here. If you notice, first we are taking beaker in the water and then slowly we are supplying the heat. We are not directly heating it. And the aim of this experiment is to separate the dye from the ink. Now, as we are supplying the heat to this particular beaker, we see that the energy is slowly being transferred to the watch glass. And as the energy is getting transferred, we see water over here, it is a volatile component, gets evaporated easily. Whereas the non-volatile component, that is my dye, it is left behind. The process of conversion of a substance from a liquid state to a gaseous state is known as my evaporation. Here in this ink, the solvent was water. The water got converted from liquid to the gaseous state and the dye was left behind. Another example for evaporation would be common salt from seawater can be separated by this method. We can take some seawater and put the seawater in a shallow pond and leave it. You will see that leave it in presence of sunlight for a long duration of time. We see that water gets evaporated, leaving the salt behind. This is another example for evaporation. Direct heating of ink is avoided as it may decompose on direct heating. Thank you.